You are here, you have finished your journey, and where you ended is where you begin. You are born once again into memory, and the summerland welcomes you in. You have crossed the short bridge out of twilight, and now you stand in the fullness of day. All your life, as you slept, I have called you. I am come now to show you the way. The door into youth everlasting am I, and the cup of life's wine. I hold at the portals of morning, and the joy that you feel here is mine. What you were is forgotten already, and what you are, you remember again. A soul that was fashioned from sunlight, without doubt, without guilt, and without pain. Come, meet your old friends in the meadow. To them you have never been gone. For time is, like darkness, unknown here, and love like a river flows on. You will meet time again, and you will travel down roads of despair and regret, and climb hilltops of hope and elation, and then cross the bridge and forget. Like the earth in its course never ending, as it rolls from the dark to the dawn, shall you be with the sun as your beacon, reliving, returning, and reborn. And when you have mastered earth's lessons and left a clear record behind, then for you no more bridge but the river that ends in the sea of God's mind. But for now, take your rest on the island from the heat and the dust of the war, and as warriors laugh with your fellows until the time comes to battle once more. The flesh that was yours for a season lies quiet in the rich, fertile loam. It has taught you its purpose is ended. You are here, you are safe, you are home. I kindle this light on the earth plane, and I dedicate it to the service of spirit. I guard and cherish this flame as a living symbol and an act of faith in the reality of the powers of light. May the beings from the higher world see this flame and kindle its counterpart on the ethereal plane. May this ethereal light be a beacon and a channel for the inflow of the healing powers of spirit. As we pass through earth, we do but change our rates of vibration, and as one flame dies, another is lit. The ending of one phase is but the beginning of another. We're gathered here today to celebrate the life of Brian Dinsdale and send him on his way with our loving thoughts. Brian was born in Alswick, 28th of April 1939. He was the son of Ethel and Frank Dinsdale, brother of Betty, Kathleen and Jenny, uncle of Anne and Christine, stepfather to Stuart, and a well-loved man of the community, well-loved by his neighbours and a good friend to many. Much of his early life was spent working at Albert Hartley's in Alswick, where he had a good circle of friends, always seemed to be dressed in blue, and this became his nickname, Blue. Brian led a quiet life until he met Joyce. Joyce was to change his lifestyle dramatically. They met through Colin Pierce, who was the president of the Common Spiritualist Church at the time. They fell in love, got married, and that was over 30 years ago. The day was known as Candlemas, February the 1st, which was very fitting for them both, as from that day on, Joyce introduced Brian to a new world, a world of spiritual healing, hypnotherapy, aurosoma, crystal therapy, meditation, psychic fairs doing tarot readings, counselling, also taking workshops on what was then known as New Age. Workshops from shamanistic drumming to dowsing, tarot reading, hypnosis, you name it, they did it. Brian and Joyce became a team and worked with the founders of the British Astrological Society, printing their posters, their leaflets, editing and producing their monthly magazine, which had in those days very wide circulation and membership. Brian travelled with Joyce to the prediction festivals in London, the Mind, Body and Spirit festivals in London, Birmingham and Manchester. They travelled from Birmingham to Battersea and from Swindon to Swansea. In fact, I don't think there was a city or large town that they didn't cover. Brian and Joyce worked as a team and were never far from each other. They basically did everything together. Hosted the Spiritual Awareness Group, which met weekly at the Unitarian Chapel in Padiham, which ran for about 10 years. They also worked quietly behind the scenes with Inspector Tony Dodd, who's one of UK's top UFO investigators, where Tony would invite Brian and Joyce to regress people who experienced abductions and people traumatised by these experiences. Using their skills in hypnosis, they helped many people to relax, overcome phobias, stop smoking, pass exams, and also driving tests. It didn't work for me because I failed the first time. Hey-ho. Before Brian went into hospital, he told me the first half of his life was quite uneventful compared to some people. But when Joyce came into his life, a whole new world opened up before him. He met beautiful people on the psychic circuit who were there to help others and promote spiritual awareness and healing. And to him, they were like an extended family. I believe Stuart would like to say a few words.
Mr. Brian, basically, he'll never be gone, I'll never forget him. He was a free spirit. He was a soul to himself. We came in and sounded like disco music. Brian always said he'd talk to the powers that be. So, he's been talking to Jesus all his life. It's the honest I could think of. I don't know what else to say about Brian. Dean's covered near enough everything. The guy had no limits when it came to giving. I've sat down for days and thought, what am I going to stand here and say? All I can tell you is what I feel and what I know about Brian. He met my mum, he met me, and from the days on, I've never looked back. There's times he's been there for me, silly o'clock in the morning. There's times he's come all the way to Milton Keynes to help me out. One time I blew a computer up. Brian being the gadget man he were, drove all the way to Milton Keynes. In 24 hours I had a new base unit. I didn't have the equipment to do it. I could have done it myself. He brought everything he needed. New hardboard, new metal drives, the lot. And he built it for me there and then. The giving the guy gave, it's a shame that's gone now. But that's the only thing that's gone. Brian will never be gone. Brian was a free spirit. No one could pin him. No one could hold him down. Not even my mum. He's everywhere you look. Every time I look out the window and I see something, I think of a photograph that Brian showed me. He was keen on his cameras. I've sat there and I've watched videos that he's filmed just on top of the Skipton Moors. He'd spend hours sat there, get out of his car, walk around and just film the moors. Any bit of wildlife they were, photograph it, film it. He was keen at whatever he did. She's mentioned the attributes he got for the hypnosis, the psychic fairs, all the certificates he got for that. This is a guy who came on a course, Marine Paddy, because the numbers were dropping and we needed to enrol more people. Mum and Brian had already sat the course in electronics. They had the qualification they were going to give us. They re-enrolled to do the course again, just so that me and Paddy could sit on the course. Because otherwise they'd have stopped it because there weren't enough people on the course. We sat there and I looked at and said, how many people go to school with Mum and Dad? This is the sort of bloke you were. He'd go out of his way to help anybody. He'd do anything for anyone. 3 o'clock in the morning I had an argument with my dad. I walked out of my house. I walked all the way from Burnley to the bottom of Keighley Road in Cotton. o'clock, 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the morning. I rang my mum and dad, Brian, reverse charges. I'm stuck. I'm at Langway Hall, it's 3:30 in the morning. I've nothing. I'm on my way to you because Dad's kicked me out. I was about 16. We had a chat the other day, the guy got in his car, drove, picked me up, took me back to his house. When I came out of hospital after a severe incident, I was 16, hospital said, we're not sending you on, there's nobody there, because my dad wasn't there. Mum and Brian sent him to our house. We'll have him. Anytime I needed anything, anytime I wanted time out, their house was a safe house. I could go there, sit down, relax. I knew I'd be loved, and I knew without a doubt I could present any problem to him, no matter what, and he'd deal with it, he'd help me, he'd see me through it. Unfortunately, he's gone. He'll never be away from me, but physically he's gone. But he's always there, for each and every one of us. Wherever we look, there'll be something to remind us of him. He's turned a leaf over in all of his lives at some point. He's touched all of us. He's not just a man, he's a free spirit. And nobody can trap him. Not even the body that he will grace with can keep hold of him. He might have left that body, but he'll never leave our minds. So, as I sit down now, all I'm going to say is, just think about it. Remember Brian. We're here to remember who he was. And Brian didn't tell you at this moment in time, I've not gone. I've just moved on to an higher plane. I'm still there. I'm still behind each and every one of you. The joyful thing that we can take away from this is, his body might have gone, but it will always be with us now. It will always be with us. He's not a phone call away, he's just a call. Just ask, and he'll be behind you. He'll be sat on your shoulder. He'll be with you every step of the way. Because Brian would never leave any of his friends behind. He'd never leave anybody. Even on his deathbed, when he was in hospital, we mentioned my mum. And he didn't want to go. He didn't want to leave her. He spent 5 years caring for that woman. He gave every ounce of his last strength to look after her. He still loves her. And now, he's with her. He's with us. He's with each and every one of us. All the time. Every time. Thank you.
As we lift our hearts of sorrow, and though there is a loss, we know he will never be far away. You're reading the notes. For those beyond our sight are still near to us, and love penetrates all veils, even the veil of death. And as we remember our most treasured moments and happy times together, even without a physical body, life does go on. As we close our place on earth, we still carry out the divine laws. God's laws need neither creeds nor rituals. God's church is the universe, his ministers are the souls that see, the hearts that love and the minds that serve. His altars are the human hearts sacrificed by love and service. May Raphael, the great archangel of the East, shine his light upon us in benediction. May Michael, the great archangel of the South, hold over us the fiery sword of protection. May Gabriel, the great archangel of the West, pour upon us the waters of truth. And may Orion, the great archangel of the North, reveal to us the beauties of the earth. May the elements within blend in perfect harmony. As you leave this place today, someone somewhere has got a dish with semi-precious stones in, under the guy at the door. So if you just rummage around and pick one, it can be a lucky stone. If it's not, fling it or pass it on. And also there's a small candle in a pot that you can light in Brian's memory. Don't ask for the lottery numbers. because I don't, well, you can ask for the lottery numbers. But in your own quiet times, you can just like that and send your thoughts up. Like Stuart said, he never said no to anybody. So you can always ask, can't you? And they're fragrant candles too, so that's a bonus. So if you brought some flowers, please take another bunch home with you in exchange, in memory of him. We've found a button somewhere now. Expecting you to be a bit tempted to see then. Thank you.
We're back to Roswell. Yeah, yeah.